Hey everyone, Charlie Kimball here. We're up on Hurricane Ridge in Olympic State Park. You can see Mount Olympus back there. We are at 5,200 feet roughly of elevation, and Kathleen and I are celebrating our third wedding anniversary today by going a hike on the Kalani Ridge. But it's not going to be as long as our Yosemite hike, so that we have some time to celebrate our anniversary tonight back at the campsite. So that's the views all the way around. That's the Pacific Ocean, and out there in the clouds is Canada. We're now at a trail split. Up that direction is Sunset Point. We're going down here towards Kalani Ridge, but as you can see forever. Canada's out there. That strait of water is the Strait de Juan de Fuca, I think it is. We are a mile into the hike on, I guess it would be the east ridge of the Kalani Ridge Trail. We are about 2¼ miles into our walk, and Kathleen and I have decided, as I cover the camera with my thumb, that we love ridge hiking the best, because the best part about ridge hiking is you're not going up the ridge or down the ridge, and you get a view out both sides. We have now dropped down into the Alpine Forest a little bit. I am cracking Kathleen up because I told her that my elk call, because we'd like to see some Roosevelt elk while we're here in Olympic National Park, sounds a lot like my bear call. And a whole lot of different accents and dialects sneak in. As anyone's ever heard my impressions, they're not very good. So we're 3½ miles into the hike, and there are a couple of mountain goat on the trail below us. After starting out at the Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center, came along the Kalani Ridge to the Switchback Trail, came up a mile, and that's our view behind us. That's that Strait de Juan de Fuca with Canada and Victoria back there. I think that is Mount Baker behind us. And then on the other side is the Olympic ridge line with Mount Olympus back there. We're gonna head down to the base of the trailhead for the Switchback Trail and try and catch a ride up to the Visitor Center, because it's getting a little late in the day, the sun's a little low, and we don't have quite enough time to get home. These trails that cut off the switchbacks, when we were walking up the hill, Kathleen and I were disappointed that people would go off trail and make their own trail. And then we saw a couple of mountain goats, and they just went straight down the mountain. So I don't think it's hikers that are cutting the switchback. I feel like as locals, they can do what they want. We're now back at the truck. We ended up going down the Switchback Trail instead of the way we came along the Kalani Ridge, and it meant that we would have had a 2-mile walk along the road up to the Visitor Center to get back to our truck. Fortunately, we made friends with a couple of Canadians, very nice people from Calgary, Alberta, who are doing about a month-long trip through the Northwest here. And they gave us a ride back to our truck. They're headed into the Visitor Center after putting some comfortable shoes on. And we are gonna head back to the campsite and make some dinner, make some dessert. I think we're gonna bake some apples in a cast iron camp Dutch oven over the campfire to celebrate our anniversary. So thanks for watching, guys. We will probably do some hikes in Glacier, which is our next national park stop.